Yes, it is working now. So, hello everyone.
ते जे शिकले ना त्याचे हायलाइटचे व्हिडिओ बनवू आपण रील्स व्हिडिओ आणि ते पण पोस्ट करू म्हणजे कसं लोकांना ना लोकांपेक्षा मला असं वाटतं क्लायंट्सला असं समजेल अश्विनी किती
Okay, but I'm not seen in this. Never mind. There is some glitch in my computer. So probably let me just restart my camera again, and if it captures me. But doesn't matter. I am there. Okay, I will keep close so at least my picture is seen. Anyway, so hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning from wherever you have joined me today. So I am Dr. Renuka Thakur, and let me just share my screen.
Please check the settings of the YouTube. I don't think it is on YouTube yet.
Sorry?
Please check the settings of the YouTube. I'm not seeing the video on the YouTube.
Yes, it is seen now, but it is on a different channel maybe. So the one which I created is not working. And I have written the YouTube channel on the chat. So if you want to, send it to someone, then you can send that one. I will put it in the chat.
No.
So here is the channel now. Okay, anyway, so let us see. Can you see my screen? Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm having issues with the computer since 2 weeks, so I really apologize for that. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Good morning.
And I'm speaking from Reading UK today. Sorry?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. You're good.
Yes.
Okay, someone is speaking. Let me just make them mute.
I'm okay.
Okay. Please everyone keep yourself mute. So that's my second slide at the moment. So this session is being recorded, and please introduce yourself through the chat function. Put your name, put your activities, project activities, where are you from, put your country name and email address if you wish. That's so people can contact you. And this chat will be saved, and we will present it with the recording to everyone through the network coordinators. And there might be 1 or 2 photos I might be taking, so just be mindful of that. Please keep yourself mute unless you are taking the floor to speak. So in today's activity, I think I'm holding this event after a few weeks, because we were being called by several collaborators and we were enjoying the partnership with people where we were delivering the events. And I will talk about those events. They have been very, very successful, and I'm so proud of that the whole community is coming forward to make our network as vibrant as possible. So today we will have, first of all, we will bring Bhaskaran S. from Singapore to introduce carbon footprint calculator. And he is an IT specialist, and he will explain us how he is trying to contribute to sustainability, preventive health, and empowerment through his tool. So thank you very much, Bhaskaran, for coming here and taking time to present these to our network. And then we will hear from Vijay Kumar, who is going to speak on microgreens for sustainable world. He gave us a talk a few weeks ago, but however, he wants to introduce few things more, and that would be very, very welcoming today to listen to him. Then we will have another speaker called Dr. Shahid OPME Adebisi, who has launched a book, which is Success Compass. It's highly, highly recommended book. I too found it very interesting and informative, as well as encouraging at any stage of the life. It is really, really good book. So I invited them to speak and introduce that book to our network. Then we will hear from Tido Rusuki, Dr. Tido Rusuki, who is also going to explain about his book, and that is effectiveness of buffer crops as mitigation to crop damage by wild animals. He has brought a very wonderful case study, which he himself has worked on, and a very precise and very intellectual work has been done through this book. So it is very interesting to hear his story as well. And then we will talk about some upcoming opportunities and then close. So today I welcome everyone to introduce yourself and be vibrant as possible for this event. So I will just go through a few things about network. Global Sustainable Futures Progress Through Partnership Network was initiated exactly 2.5 years ago now, and we have matured through that period. We have grown immensely, but not only grown, we have also grown in knowledge, in our reach, of course, and also in our activities. And we are going to embark on several other things, which I would like to discuss later, inform you later, and I will welcome your input as well. So initially, the idea was to, because in COVID, we were very constrained of the mobility and the opportunities to engage with international people, and especially this all has impacted early career researchers and Global South. And what is needed is that in today's time, to address climate change and social inequalities, as well as environmental inequalities, as well as many, many inequalities, such as even the inequalities of getting opportunities. And so with that intention to diminish those inequalities, or to offer some free and innovative platform, I started this activity, and I think it has been highly accepted. This idea has been accepted by everyone, and people highly appreciate it. And that's why we have grown, and I I'm very grateful for everyone who has supported in each and every way to this network. And today, I'm really proud to announce that we have gone over 5,000 coordinators in 160 countries. So it is immensely proud moment today for me. And one of the new thing, thank you, Marshall. One of the new thing we had introduced this year in February, which was to give out chair batches to everyone. However, we have not been so much, getting help or support to deliver everyone, each one of our coordinators. But we have done few things, like we have been able to give nearly 400 people now these batches because they have to be made. But what am I going to do? I am going to uh, send it a raw PowerPoint slide to people, and then they can use it to put their input, and then they can just send us back to ensure that everything is correct and it is good enough to go into public. If that can happen, then everyone would get the chance of enjoying this batch. The initial idea or underpinning idea is to show a model of interconnected leadership through this batch. This network is not my network, it is our network. And that only can be established by everyone having some sort of recognition. And that is what this batch gives. And this batch especially has 6 different elements, and they are unique to each person. So first element is STG number. Second is domain, which we have 4 domains: research, education, enterprise, and community. And then we have levels: global, country level, and uh, regional level, maybe sectoral level, maybe your own industry level, some sort of level, or maybe home level, school level, university level. So that is what we want. And 3 specific names about your activities. So these all 6 elements together would make you a unique chair of your own activities which you are doing currently. And what that can happen, that you take ownership, or you become responsible to deliver something of these activities to the society. That is what we are asking. We are not asking any further or demand or anything, but whatever you do, maybe you think that, yes, is this contribution to what I am sharing at? And that would make you responsible, that will spread good practices around the world. And that is the intention to give this badge. And at the end of the year, we will carry out self-nomination forms and ask you to put down your activities. And that would also, we will assess it only by face value and the trust in you, and see if we can provide you bronze, silver, or gold or platinum award through this batch. And that is what we are intending to do through this. And I think that has been very highly accepted also, like people are very happy about this. And let us see how it will go. It also stems back from my own research, where I modeled that multi-level stakeholders, if they are governed by their own policies, which are valuable policies for them, and if they can change the course of action to deliver the performance, best performance, then they would achieve sustainable objectives. And that is what I'm trying to uh, test here as well as apply. And I think it has got an immense recognition, like by people saying, yeah, this is really good idea. Okay. And uh, but again, just one thing here I want to tell, that plenty of people have mentioned global chair. Of course, yes, you might be global chair, but think if you are doing one or two activities globally, then you will be very thinly seen in that. But if you are doing activities at country level, then put country level, whatever the country you are in, because then it will make you stronger. It will be seen strongly. You will be seen strongly in that level. Or if you are doing very good activities at, say, sectoral level or university level, then put that. For students, it might be at university level, so put that. So that is what we want to I want to emphasize here. Okay, so now I will stop here and ask Bhaskaran to share his slides and take over. And also I will ask him to introduce himself first fully, so that we can know him better.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you,
very
Dr.
much.
Renuka. My voice was a little bit down. I'm just, crossed over a sea and then came back to Singapore back. So let me try my best to present it the way. Yeah. Let me share the slide. I will introduce myself. Are you able to see the slide?
Yes, it is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is, if you want to put it in a, yeah, perfect. Now it is perfect.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So now my name is Bhaskar Ness. I'm an electronics and communication engineer, passed out in 1987. I got 35 years in IT, sales and business. And out of that, 25 years in Singapore. I run a company called Invo System Solutions. We are basically a product development company. We have developed a lot of software products. But let me focus on, on sustainability side, what we are doing and how this app could help everybody, be it an individual or a corporate and SME. So I'm sure, most of you are an expert, better informed about, on sustainability and other areas. But let me just touch upon, you are during the pandemic, period, you're seeing crowded clinics in hospitals, rising healthcare costs, rising living costs, expensive, energy costs, business jobs are disappearing. You would hear about all these jobs are going on a month by month, everybody's retrenching people. Livelihood a question mark in most of the developing countries. There's a lack of awareness and the preparedness for us to, preserve planet Earth for us and the future generation. So sustainability is a need of the hour. So with this in view, we actually developed 3 mobile apps. One is called Block Radiance, where to empower an individual to practice preventive health, to manage all his finance, to take action for sustainability, track carbon footprint, manage his employment, manage his student life, store all the documents, and they can also build a family tree. This is basically an empowering an individual to manage their daily tasks and activities, to manage finance, other things. This is available on Android phone. The second app we developed was for Planet Sustain. I'll be talking more about Planet Sustain in today's session. This is available both on Android as well as the iPhone side. The third app we developed is called Invo Health Plus, which will enable any individual to practice preventive health because there is a heavy, load on the medical and then healthcare industry. People are leaving jobs, they're unable to handle the number of patients. They're asking patients to do teleconsulting. So when I do that kind of activity, like no, I don't store all my data, right? Let's say I go to a doctor, I get 5 minutes of my time, and during that 5 minutes, I'm not able to communicate, what kind of symptoms I have, what allergic condition I have, what medication I'm taking, what supplement I'm taking, what vaccination I've taken in the past, when it's going to expire. So all the information not shared by the patient to a doctor, because the doctor gives the patient only limited, few minutes of time. Within that time, doctors are unable to assess the actual medical condition of patient. If he's better informed with all the data or with the documents, he can better prescribe the medication and the right treatment for the patient. So I don't need to, I think, explain, why we are into climate action, right? What is scope 1, scope 3 emissions, and what are 17 SDG goals. So let me start from here. Climate change and global warming is impacting life, humanity, and planet Earth. There is a lack of awareness and the actions to be taken, right? So, you will, there is a clear and present danger, and also many of us do not understand what is the adverse impact it will have on the planet Earth for us and the future generation. Also, there is a behavioral change required from every individual. You talk to anyone, you're like, no, they don't really care about what is this climate action? Why should I take part in it? It is the government and the business who are supposed to do all these activities. I'm not, I do not know what is my carbon footprint, what action I can take, because I go and attend meetings, seminars, webinars. But what is the follow-up action I can do? How will I know what is my carbon footprint? How can if I do not know what is my carbon footprint, how will I, take action to reduce it? Right? And there is also lack of engagement of stakeholders, employees, individual students by companies, and there is also there is a lack of incentive. Like if I do certain sustainable practices, if I take action, what is the incentive from the government? What is the incentive from employees and employers? So all these questions keep coming up. So with this in view, Singapore government actually they launched, Go Green SG campaign, which was launched on 30th of June by Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong. I was there. I met up with the Deputy Prime Minister, who will become the new Prime Minister after 1 year. I basically told them, what actions the individual can take, what actions the employees can take, what actions the students can take. I held them for 2 minutes. I've also briefed them about Planet Sustain app. Minister, for sustainability, Grace was there, and also the CEO of DBS Bank, which is the largest bank of in Singapore. He was also there. We are now discussing with DBS Bank also how we can engage their stakeholders. So what it does is basically our app has been downloaded, verified by Ministry of Sustainability Environment. And now we are part of the Go Green SG campaign, which will end on 31st of July. But the campaign doesn't need to end. We can continue, doing this kind of, education and then make everybody aware what actions they can take. It basically, emphasizes on kickstarts the sustainable habits, track and reduce carbon footprint by embracing responsible consumption and minimizing the energy usage. This is just, like a banner, what we normally, when we do campaign and promotion, we use this, right? So I normally ask all my friends, whom I meet, whether it's a client, friends, family members, I ask them, do you know what's your carbon footprint? You know what's your, you may be knowing what's your height, what's your weight, what's your, blood group, but do you know what's your carbon footprint? If you do not know, if you do not track and measure that, no, you'll not be able to take any action, to, be responsible consumer or responsible consumption or take alternate methods to practice sustainability. So we should all join hands together, and then we should also, not only talk about it, we should take actionable sustainability, which means that I don't just keep talking about sustainability, do this, do that, but as an individual, do I practice myself? How do I practice? What steps do I take? Do I track that? If you don't track it, then you will do it for one day, next day you'll forget about it, right? So there is a lot of, challenges again, when you say carbon footprint, it's a business operation, the individual carbon footprint. There is a lack of awareness. Multiple, the attendees, can you mute your mic, please, all of you? Yeah. So there is a clear lack of awareness, multiple emission sources, data availability, quality is a big question mark. Complex calculation methods, global supply chain, organizations do not have control over the supply chain, complex technologies, practices, lack of stakeholder engagement, evolving reporting requirements, and the time and resource constraint to submit, even to track a carbon footprint and even to submit ESG reports, right? So, you would come across like many companies, what they do an estimated carbon footprint. They look at the spend data, they take their accounting data, let's say for last 12 months, and then they give it an ESG consultant, and then he comes out with various kind of permutation, combination. He says, now based on your spend data, how much you have spent on electricity, travel, transport, and all, I'm able to calculate the carbon footprint. That's only an estimation. When you do all these activities, either your sustainability officer is involved or your accountant is involved, but you don't actually engage your stakeholders or actually responsible for all these activities. The second tracking carbon footprint or ESG reporting, you actually send an EMS, ESG consultant on site. He looks at all your reports, documents, he verifies, then he submits the document. The third, portal-based summation, yes, you can use websites, to submit all your data to track the carbon footprint. But, it's also done by the administrative and accounting activities. You do not engage your stakeholders. If you do a submission portal, it's only 1 or 2 persons actually involved, not everybody. And then, so, many companies, many individuals use Excel sheets, and then, it's time consuming, consolidation challenges, delayed insights. So we are saying, like, why don't you automate the carbon data collection and consolidation? So the other one, the challenge now, like everybody, yes, governments are, taking steps to create that awareness. Everyone wants to, create awareness, be it a business or an individual, but the challenge is understanding takes time as it comes fully conveyed. It cannot be fully conveyed through campaigns, presentation, one-off activities, webinars, seminars, or meeting alone. Or, companies, government, or individuals, they all, want to create that awareness, but they all have different agenda. They're not collaborating to collectively tackle the challenges posed by climate change. Everybody has got, their own agenda to fulfill, but as collectively what we can do, we can collaborate, share knowledge, so that everybody can participate in it, they can engage themselves. I'm sorry, I'm getting some noise at the background. Hello, somebody's actually switched on the mic and then he's away somewhere else. Yeah. So there is currently a lack of follow-up mechanism to track, manage, and carbon footprints and make changes in daily routines to adopt sustainability. Right. So as I mentioned, if you do not track, measure, take action, you cannot actually manage the risk associated with the climate change to practice sustainability. With this in view, we actually, created a solution, which is basically supported by a portal and a mobile app. It's simple and easy carbon footprint tracking solution. Business can use this app to track their business operations. Schools and colleges, education institution can track their campus operation. This is not an ESG reporting software. We are not going to be in that particular category or like a business line where we are an ESG reporting software. We can engage stakeholders, we can engage employees, we can engage suppliers, we can engage students, because some want to actually get them also be part of the carbon footprint tracking so that they can collectively understand, for my running a business, I also need to engage my stakeholders. We use, Singapore for energy conversion, electricity conversion. We use EMA, Energy Management Authority. We also use some, values from GST for conversion. It's highly PDPA compliant. If you're using an individual, all the data is stored within your mobile app. You can switch off the Wi-Fi internet. The app will work. This is the only true app, where it will work without internet and Wi-Fi. You can try any other app, once you switch off the Wi-Fi internet, they'll say like, you lost the connection, the app will not work. Right? So let me come to like what we do. We have a block radiance portal and we have Planet Sustain mobile app. We can help to track business operation or campus operation induced carbon footprint. We can engage stakeholders to create awareness and practice sustainability. This could be used as a training tool during onboarding, induction, orientation programs. This idea, I gave it to DBS Bank. I've given it to National University of Singapore. When you onboard your employees, let them be aware what is sustainability, how can we participate in sustainable action, practice sustainability, take alternate routes, alternate methods of traveling, transportation, and all, because they're not mandated to practice sustainability, but this could be introduced as part of the culture, employee culture, or organization culture to introduce such kind of training. And then when you introduce, it could be awareness class. Once you do an awareness class, you can also introduce this app. They can use the app so that they can take action. It could be at the household side, it could be business side. We can also help to promote mass adoption in reducing carbon emission through responsible consumption. I'll give an example. Last year, my electricity energy cost, let's say an X dollar. This year from February onwards, gone up by 22%. So I'll be paying 22% more. So what do I do? Like now, actually, because in Singapore, it's quite hot nowadays. Let's say I use aircon for 1 hour. Next 1 hour, I'll switch it off. I take public transport as much as possible. If it's not connected with the MRT or a train, MRT or bus, only in cases where it's not connected, I will take a taxi to reach my client location, right? I do not collect plastic bags, like I carry a sustainable bag. So you can take all this kind of, actions on the personal side, on an individual side to be responsible consumption. You can also enable take initiatives and measures such as tree planting, recycling, donate books and clothes. If you're an academic institution, you want to encourage your students, to donate books and clothes that could be used by underprivileged, students who are studying in the same, college or other school. I've also the proposed this idea to DBS Bank, when they give bank loans to clients, they can make part of this particular app so that the clients, or the SMEs can use the app so that they can define a baseline, what is the current consumption over a period of that, loan, let's say 5 years, 10 years. If they practice sustainability, if they're able to reduce the consumption over a period of time, the bank can give some discount in terms of interest rate or some refund back to them. So this is also being under consideration with the DBS Bank. So we have a portal on one side, we have mobile app on the other side. Let me go to the next slide. So what we do, we track electricity. You can track electricity, transport, water, gas, plastics, paper, clothing, travel as part of your energy consumption for carbon footprint tracking. Carbon emission tracking. And you can also take up activities as an individual or as an organization or as an NGO, right? Encourage for donation, donating books and clothes. Hello? Can I request you, one of the participants, like there's a child crying, and then can you switch off your mic, please? Thank you.
I'm trying to mute everyone. Sorry. Please go on.
Yeah. It's I'm trying. So yeah, okay, fine. So you can also undertake planting trees. You can recycle. So let's say the architecture, how the architecture works is, let's say I want to track my business operation induced carbon footprint. This could be from HQ, branches, campuses, retail outlets, service centers, workshops, manufacturing site. Each of the location where they want to track, it could be energy tracking, scope 1, scope 2, scope 3, it could be petrol, diesel, gas, scope 2 could be electricity, air conditioner, scope 3 could be water, transportation and all. You can actually, track this. You can store the data on the app. The app will push the data on a Sunday night, and then then you can actually will generate a monthly carbon footprint for the business or for the educational institution. The other hand, you can also encourage your stakeholders. If it's a business, employees, business could be suppliers. Today nobody really tracks the suppliers' carbon footprint. They all say they're sustainable suppliers, but nobody really tracks. If you ask them for records and then verification, they'll not be able to give it. So suppliers can also use this app. They can again track the scope 1, scope 2, scope 3 emissions. And then so what we do, we can, it could be hundreds and thousands, tens and thousands of employees or suppliers or anyone, right? Because ours is a lightweight app. We can deploy it for the entire country. It's also programmed in such a way that we can actually set up the carbon conversion factors for each country. Specific to, let's say, in Singapore, we use 0.4057 because we use natural gas. If India is using, let's say, coal or hydro, the conversion factor of carbon footprint from electricity will be different. So we can actually add those kind of conversion factors. So all this data gets pushed to the server on a weekly basis, and then we'll generate a monthly carbon footprint. Right. So right. So let me come to the app. Now, let's say when you download the app as an individual, you will come across, once you download it, you'll come to a login screen. But if you're a business, we got to, update I need to register the company or a business in the portal upfront. And if you also want to, use this app at multiple locations, we need to update the system that these locations, these app membership ID belong to this company. If you're also going to engage your stakeholders like employees, we also need to update that information in the server. But if you're not involved as a business or an education institution, when you download the app, you'll come to the login screen. Just click on free sign up. you'll get to see a registration form based on, because it's country specific, because we are using the carbon conversion factor for each country different. Select your country, type in your first three letters of country. For example, Singapore, I'll type SIN. You'll get all the countries starting with SIN. India could be IND. You select a subscription plan. There is a 1 month free subscription plan is available for businesses, for individuals, for students, or NGOs. Right? You can select the subscription plan. For 1 month, there is no charge, it's free. Then, let's say you are a small business, let's say you're just running a small company business, right? You can put in your business name there, or if you're an individual, just put in your personal name. Put in your contact email ID, put your first name, last name, then you put in your town, city. This is why we are collecting town, city names. Let's say you got a business, you got branches in different different cities and towns. You need to understand this particular location. This is my membership ID. That particular location submitting data. The system has to understand that. You put in your postal code or zip code. You can put any. If you don't want to really disclose your postal code or zip code, you can put any number there. It's okay. So once you're done it, please submit it. Once you will have details like this, right? Singapore, school free intro 1 month, TDX to school, things like that. You submit it. Once you submit, you'll get to see a message. Subscription request has been submitted. Please check your email to verify. So when you see this email, when you see this message, right, please check your inbox, spam folder, or junk folder, because what the server is trying to do, it is going to send you an email with a link to verify your email. We don't want people to put in a wrong email IDs that creates a membership ID. We don't want, like a bogus membership ID, or we don't want to create those. We want a genuine people using it, so that the genuine membership ID is there. So you just go and check your inbox, spam folder. So in your inbox or spam folder, you will see a message there, with a name, whichever name you put in there. The Planet Sustain mobile app membership, subscription, school free intro, whatever the plan you selected is successful. Please open the link and verify your email. Once you open and verified your email, you'll get to see the email has been verified. And then you will receive maybe after few minutes, don't take more than 3 to 5 minutes, you will receive an email with a membership ID and password. You will also receive a user manual for the app. Let's say the app is simple to use, but we just want to ensure we can also provide a user manual for users to go through what they can enter, how to enter. It's up to them to for the user manual. There's a PDF document gets attached. So once you've done it, you just copy your membership ID and password from the email and just paste it on, like there's a paste option available. Just paste it, click on login, press login. You'll get to know, you'll be asked it'll ask you to, set up a 6-digit PIN. So from next time onwards, you don't need to use a membership ID and password. It's quite lengthy. Why we made it lengthy is I can deploy this app for the entire country like India. Still, I can able to, subscribe the entire Indian population. That is why the app has been created. It's a global app. A lot of efforts have gone in there. That's why the membership ID, you'll see it's different, right? So lengthier. So, but you can create a PIN, 6-digit PIN. From next time onwards, just click on the 6-digit PIN, right? You can do that. So once you enter the 6-digit PIN, you will see this particular UI where you will see home, news, wallet, dashboard, settings, support and survey, backup and restore and logout. You just click on home. You will also see a home page, some part of the home page, when you're actually in the side menu. So you just, when you click on home, you will come to this one page UI, user interface. You will see electricity, transport, water, gas, plastic, as I mentioned. Let's say I want to enter my electricity data, right? All that I got to do is click on electricity. I'll get to see this page. It is a pop-up coming up. So currently, we added solar energy and electric supply, but tomorrow, you come back and tell me, I want to add biodiesel, biogas, or renewable energy, into this. It just takes 5 minutes for the company to add those fuel type. And if there is a conversion factor available, either from GHG or from you, we can just add it so that The conversion factor for a renewable energy could be different. Solar energy is different from electrical energy. Let's say the common type of electric supply we get from our electricity distribution board. I select electric supply. I will get to, get a pop-up there where you will see, what you're measuring is you're measuring electricity. Electric supply is a fuel type. But let's say, you selected solar energy, it will show electricity, solar energy. It will also show you what is the unit of measurement. Electric supply is measured in kilowatt hour. What is the conversion factor? If I consume 1 kWh, how does it get converted into carbon footprint? In Singapore, as per Energy Management Authority, it is 0.4057. Countries like India will be higher, maybe 0.5 plus. Country like Australia, they use a lot of coal, right? Could be 0.6, 0.7. Based on your country, you'll see what is the conversion factor. Now that you know that how my kilowatt hour is getting converted, what conversion factor. Next, what you got to do, it's just for your information. All that you got to do is I've entered data from Jan to May here. Let's say you get your bill for the month of June. In the month of July, you will see the electricity bill consumed kilowatt hour. So you just select month. It'll list all the months in the particular calendar year. Select month. Let's say June. You just enter the kilowatt hour. Let's say 500, 600. You just enter it there. See, I've been consuming, like I started off with 950. I'm at actually 600. I'm saving a lot of money. So it will give you some kind of visibility, how we are reducing your carbon emission, you're consuming less, you're optimizing your energy usage. So you can keep on entering this data. It doesn't, let's say you started in January 2023, you are in December 2025. You can go and filter, with the year, you can see all the data for the past 3 years, 10 years, all the data lies there in your mobile phone. You can look at a chart, you can filter it, you can do all these activities just to let you know, are you consuming more over a period of time or you're consuming less, right? On the transportation side, you can actually, take record of, whether using a petrol-driven car or, like a diesel-driven car. If in that case, you will actually put in the number of, liters you bought, consumed, right? Let's say 100 liters, 50 liters. If you're taking a metro or a train, MRT, we call this MRT in Singapore, right? You might need to, estimate, let's say I'm traveling from my home to office. It's around 20 kilometers, 20 days I travel up and down. So 40 into 20, 800 kilometers. Similarly for, electric vehicles, because when you charge maybe if you're charging at home, you can take the electricity as a unit of consumption. Diesel, car, taxi, bus, you can put in all this kind of transportation. Either you'll put in a petrol, diesel in terms of liters, or if you're traveling by public transport, you'll put in terms of kilometers. On the other hand, let's say tap water, right? So you can, here we measure by cubic meters. Let's say in your country it's measured in kiloliters. Or using groundwater or recycled water. In Singapore there's a recycle plant called New Water, right? So you just need to tell us, because we are not masters, aware of all those energy types in every country. You just need to tell us, and that data could be updated within 5 to 10 minutes of a time once you're able to share that data with us. Paper consumption, again, recycled, unrecycled, you can, because paper, we have only, there are so many things are there, right? So currently we are only using recycled, unrecycled, but you need to weigh the, weight of the paper. But if there's any other way you're able to track the consumption, if you let us know, we'll be able to add it as a type in this paper consumption. Again, plastic consumption, we are only having plastic bags. You need to count the plastic bag. Tomorrow, somebody may come back and say, no, I can weigh the plastic bag. We can add as a unit here. PET bottle by the capacity, how many liters, 10 liters of PET bottle you consumed, or 20 liters, you can add, 20 liters as a unit. You know what is an approximate consumption. Again, when we are doing this, we are, using the, conversion factor best known to us. Either it's available from GHG or EMA. But in your country, if there is a standard conversion factors available, just share it with us. Within within that next day onwards, you'll see the new conversion factor. We are also you can track your official trips, business trips, or personal trips. But again, when you take a flight, GHG conversion gives like a long haul flights. This is the per kilometer when you travel. This is the carbon conversion factor. when you take an electric train. Today I went and attended a Deutsche Telekom T-Mobile meeting, right, in the morning, right? They're saying that, there is a ban on smoking, right? If somebody smokes, they need to report it also. So some people want to, again, smoking causes some kind of carbon emission. It's not much, but again, you can also track that to help you to understand you have been smoking, let's say 60 cigarettes a month. You can now you can look at, okay, fine, the sake of my family's health, my health, for the sake of my nation's health, I'll stop smoking or reduce my smoking. If you're an education institution, NGO and all, you can encourage students, community to donate books, clothes, things like that. Again, you can keep a track of it. You can even, let's say, 3 years, 4 years later, right? You can keep all track of all the past, donations you've done in terms of, books, clothes and all. It's very useful for academic institutions, schools and colleges where they can donate their, once they pass out, I'm sorry, once they pass out, they can donate their previous classes, books to others. We're also you can also track your planting trees. It's a very simple, we're taking a normal species, where we know what is the conversion factor. When you actually plant trees, right, the activity doesn't end on day one. You need to maintain the carbon sink gets created over a period of time, right? So you can actually, get the carbon offset every year. You can go and, get that. You can go to carbon exchange. I believe in India now they started getting inputs on carbon exchange. In Singapore, there are many carbon exchanges already come up here. So you just need to you can take a photo with geotag so that you can actually locate where the plants are planted. After, because it's not going to give a carbon sink on day one. After 1 year, 2 year, based on the type of the plant, they say you can then track it. You can also enter the data based on the planted trees, and planted years, and then you will get a different offset value. Currently, recycling side, currently we are using only, paper, but if you tell me, okay, fine, tomorrow I recycle laptop or, mobile phone or some other element I can recycle, and there is an offset because most of the recycling actually goes into a dump, right? Nobody really recycles. Even in Singapore, unless you segregate at the source, right? Recycling is very impossible. In many countries, we have seen their recycling company, they're 100% recycling, but we have seen videos, where the company collects everything, they get the government incentives, and then they go and dump it in a landfill, right? So we'll have to take, we'll have to own the responsibility. When I recycle, I need to ask this question. When somebody comes and asks me, I'm recycling, give it to me. You should ask this question, what are you recycling? What is your supply chain? What is the flow? You should ask those questions. So, it takes exactly, 8 to 10 minutes for me in a month to enter all the data. You can enter data any time of the day. You can enter data weekly, monthly, based on how you're consuming, right? But for me, it doesn't take more than 8 to 10 minutes because I'm quite familiar. But for others, maybe initially, maybe 15 minutes, but over a period of time, they'll also be able to enter all the data within 8 to 10 minutes time. So I can look at, on my dashboard, like all the energy types are consumed: electricity, water, gas, plastics. What is the kg CO2 for that particular month emission? What is the quantity of consumed? Is it in quantity, kilometers, kgs, kilowatt hour, cubic meter, or liters? What is the offset I've done? Donating planting trees. Is it again all those things you can track it, and then you can actually once this dashboard you can see it any time of the day because it's on your mobile app side. You can actually go and share this. When you click on the share icon on top, it will generate I'm sorry, let me hold for a minute. That person. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure you're able to hear me, but let me continue. Hello. Can you please, can I request you to, mute your mic, please? So you can actually click on the share icon on top. It will generate a screenshot of this. You can share it with your employer, your fellow colleagues. You can share it. But if you're a business, I'm running a small business. I'm running a small business, right? I don't need to put the data to server.
Hi, sir. The host can mute
I don't know.
everyone.
I don't know how everyone is muted, but there is someone. Yeah.
Dr.
There's
Renuka,
actually
can you
Yes, I'm
mute
trying.
everyone except the
I don't know why
speaker?
it's not working.
yeah. Okay. So what I was
Sorry about
mentioning,
that.
like
Sorry.
yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So you can look at a dashboard any time of day because it's on an app side. Like you can look at what is the consumption month on month, year on year. You can see the baseline data. You can like share it. You can share the screenshot to your fellow colleagues, your family members. Once you click on the share icon on top, it will share a screenshot. You can share it through WhatsApp or email, any other channel of communication. But let's say you're running a small business. You don't have too many branches or locations. Only you're running a small office or a unit. You can we also there's an option also to generate a PDF report of only your data. You can generate a PDF report. You can also generate an Excel report for you to do any other analysis, to draw some pie chart, things like that. You can use that Excel and PDF option. This is only available if you're a business, and then you want to track only your data and you don't need to track multiple locations and multiple stakeholders data. The other hand, let's say you're an academic institution or you are an employer, you also want to engage your stakeholders, create some kind of gamification, create competition that they do more of sustainability, more of sustainable adopt sustainable practices, reduce consumption, responsible consumption, right? So you can also track the top 20 for each company. It's a company specific now, or each college, each school, right? Based on this, like you will see that there is a green signal, green icon or image, which means that they're doing more of offset activities. They're net positive, they're not net negative. If you're net negative, you will show the green red color icon. Using this data, you can reward them, recognize them, and then also give them, like titles like, sustainability practicer, ambassadors, because that because we are able to track the data of the individual stakeholders or students. I was mentioning about the carbon footprint report, right? So if you are an organization, you have multiple locations, you are an institution like, schools, colleges and all, you are tracking your multiple campuses, multiple departments, then, like this data gets pushed to the server only in case of organizations and institutions where the data for individual doesn't come to the server at all. We can list, all the, energy types, what is the quantity consumed, what is the approximate carbon emission in terms of carbon, emission footprint, by location, by branch, by departments, and by fuel type. For example, for electricity, it is solar energy and electric supply. Transportation is diesel, petrol, bus, all those fuel type. And then when you by month, we can list the data. And also, let's say you're engaging a stakeholder like employees, or suppliers, or students, right? Or NGO can involve the community, like volunteers could be involved there. We will list their membership ID, and we list what is the emission, what is the offset. So offset minus emission, are they net positive or net negative? Again, you have all the reports available to you in Excel format and PDF format. You can use this. As I said, we are not an ESG reporting software. If you see that conversion factor is not correct, you can use your own conversion factor because you got the baseline data, consumption data is already available to you, right? We also launch, like sustainability program for companies and for institutions like education institution. Through the app, they can track and manage the carbon footprint, undertake offset activities, as I mentioned. We are talking to two large universities, in India, to make this app as part of their environmental science undergraduate and postgraduate courses, because currently all these are academic, right? When the students go for environment classes, they study that curriculum, it's all academic. There is no practical. Practical means you go and do planting trees, you do some waste management, but they're not really tracking anything like carbon footprint. So this will become part of, once it goes to the curriculum board, once it gets approved, this will become part of the environmental science UG and PG courses. some institutions, actually, check with us, can we use this for research projects? I told them, yes, you can use for research projects only your data, only your college data, only your university data. We can't give other data, from other companies and universities, colleges, and all, because we are PDPA compliant and we cannot share that kind of data. Now, we have control over sharing that data, right? And they can use it for data analysis, insight, and data modeling. As I mentioned earlier, this could be used, like one of the college, actually wanted to give a baseline training or induction program to students when they start their, I think it's called, like a degree year one, right? So that they can be inducted orientation or employers can, induct their employees for as part of employee induction program. And some can actually use that for green projects or green challenges, because many schools actually launch green challenges, but this app could also be used as part of the tool to track and then measure the green challenge. Like for example, we are talking to Neon Polytechnic in Singapore. They actually this green challenge coming up. They want to ask this question: how green you are? They're asking this question, right? That's what the green challenge is all about. You can use it, community outreach, you may be going and training, talk, lectures and all, but, please consider using this app, during an exhibition, road shows, or, planting trees, blogging events. You can also conduct sustainability awareness classes where the app could be used as a tool. May not be for tracking purpose, could be used as a training, tool. You can use it, right? So in short, like what is the, action outcome? You can create awareness, you can track carbon footprint, you can engage stakeholders like employees, suppliers, and the students, help them to practice sustainability. It's a simple, easy data collection, consolidation tool for review to create a baseline data. It will help to minimize the environmental impact, help, companies to meet sustainability development goals, help you to do cost saving. One of the discussion I had with the Deutsche Telekom, like they want to build and make it as a green brand so that they can go and sell their services to their clients, that we are a green brand and we can also make you a green brand, right? And many colleges are taking actions, like to make it a green campus. And then on the, sorry, this is a duplicate. So on the individual side, exercise the individual social responsibility, track consumption in this carbon footprint, review dashboard, take additional and alternate measures to reduce, carbon footprint, reduce the personal expenditure, increase cash flow, empower to be mindful of utilization, reduce carbon footprint, reduce waste, recycling, planting trees. If you are based out of India, Prime Minister Modi, talks about lifestyle for environment, lifestyle, right? So I actually reached out to PM's office. They directed me to Ministry of Environment. There is a cell called Life, right? It's a Life Cell. I actually done a presentation demo to Life Cell. So this because currently India, anybody who says like practice sustainability, how does one practice sustainability? How do they understand what is my contribution to carbon footprint? There is no tool available. They can create portal, but I can tell you all those portals will, with the load, it will not be able to work smoothly, because we have seen so many portals, like crash during heavy load. So this is just a flow, when we induct an education institution business, what we do, right? I've already gone through process. So you can also, like using the data, you can recognize reward and issue e-certificates, to the employees or students who practice sustainability, who are more, net positive rather than net negative, right? As part of our services, like in Singapore, we do classroom-based training. For other countries, we don't have, like a consultant like them, but if any of you are consultant, we can work together. You do the orientation, induction, ESG training, our app will come there as part of your training tool. We will help you to track and reduce, manage carbon footprint using the app. We can also help create, I believe, like our app is best suited to create awareness, education, and tracking the baseline data, carbon footprint data. We can also help you to form eco club community. We can do that, right? The solution is industry agnostic, be it an education institution engaging the students, or the employers wants to engage their employees, or like NGOs or government can actually, create an awareness. I read an article last November. It is southern state called Tamil Nadu in India, right? They got 77 crores in budget for creating awareness, but they do not know how to create awareness, because they say We can't be just doing presentation, webinars. Yeah, we can't be just doing webinars, seminars, because there's no follow-up mechanism. If you've got a federation, association, like, for example, Rotary Club, I'm also part of the SRAG, right? So the federation can encourage the members to practice sustainability. Individuals community can download the app independent of all this. They can use the app on a personal basis, right? This is our team, we have people representing, from all walks of life. There are around 4 Singaporeans. There are, like ESG consultant is there, ESG consulting company is there, environmental science, principal is there, cybersecurity person is there, IoT and automation, in future, we might integrate with the smart bin for, calculating the waste going in there. It has already started, some projects have started in Singapore. So we also a learning and development consultant is there, right? So in short, together, let's build a safe and sustainable planet for current and future generation. And this app is available on Google Play as well as on App Store. Dr. Renuka, I've completed my speech.
Thank you so
talk,
much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I can just hear the enthusiasm you have for this app. And of course, it is highly, highly appreciated. Your time is highly appreciated for this platform. And it is a wonderful app. I trust that people will believe in it and would come forward to support it. And I think your customer base for this, even if not business, but for awareness and education I think it's rapidly increasing, isn't it? So that's very good. Congratulations. And also, this is a lot of hard work. And you have put a lot of hard work, lot of knowledge, and also innovation, and also in the trendy way that you have brought here. Because every hand has a mobile today. And a mobile is the best tool to reach out to public and people. Even in the low and medium income country, high percentage of people have mobiles now, and they can easily download this and get awareness of what you are trying to preach. So thank you very much for your time today. And I'm looking forward.
I just want to add one line, right? In today's meeting, somebody asked me, is it your business or is it your passion? I said it's my duty.
Exactly. But you are doing your duty with passion. Like
passion, yeah.
you are very enthusiastic about this, and I think you should be. And I am ambitious about it, because I think that these are the tools which have already helped us. 100 years ago, when schools were developing, or maybe just 25 years ago, when online things were developing, we didn't imagine that they would become mainstream. And likewise, carbon literacy is going to become a mainstream, because that is the currency we are going to use in future, at least for 25 years. Today, as our target is of 2050, we want to become net zero. Most of countries have committed to that with the Paris Agreement. So probably that is the currency we are going to talk in this coming 25 years. And therefore, I think this is very important that such tools are made and delivered to people.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for giving this opportunity to connect all this eminent, much more, knowledgeable than me. I'm just doing my individual, capacity of contributing. Thank you very much again.
Thank you very much. You can stop sharing it, but you can always, as I said, you can send me the PowerPoint, whichever the slides you want, to make it in a PDF, and then we can share with the network.
Yeah, okay. One second. I'll stop sharing. Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. Thank you very much. If anyone have question, there was one or two question here. Someone has said,
hello.
I signed up for Planet Sustain on App Store.
Hello.
Have you received the validation email yet? Someone said. Bashar is speaking. So Marshall, what are you asking?
Yeah,
Hello?
I signed up on the App Store for the Planet Sustain, and it says I'm supposed to get a email back from the once I signed up to verify. I haven't received that yet, so I don't know what the glitch is, but not yet. And I did it at the beginning of his presentation, so I'm still waiting.
No, sorry. Can you check your spam folder, junk folder for the verify email?
Yeah, I did check spam, and I don't see
Inbox?
it in my inbox. Yeah.
It works perfectly. We have, like 7,000, like members are downloaded.
Right.
Maybe it is the email has landed somewhere else. We can again
Well,
check.
here's
check on
my
that.
question. Normally, when you sign up for applications like this, I've actually built systems like this myself. So usually there's an ability that if you don't receive the email, you can send a email again for re-verification. Do you have that on the app? I don't see that on the app.
No, it doesn't. Currently, it doesn't send a re-verification because we do not know whether that person who has actually registered, is actually checked the email to verify it or not. But we will take your input and then we'll see how to get that activated again.
Okay. How about if I just try resubscribing again? Would that work, or would that cause a problem?
No, if you already used one email ID, because that email ID is still there on the server, it will say that you are doing a duplicate registration.
Okay.
But the only way, we need to delete that particular registration because we know what is the pending registration on the server. We can
Okay.
delete it and we can let you know. Yeah.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It was a great presentation. I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Marshall, you can try subscribing again, just in case if you have made a mistake in writing your email, then it will go forward.
Okay, I'll try that too. You never know. I'm human.
Yeah.
I make mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes,
Because
Google saves some emails and then automatically puts some different email. It has happened to me that I want to put like Gmail and it has put my Yahoo email, something like that. So
Yeah, that's possible.
Once again.
Yeah, I don't subscribe it to his app. I subscribe it to my human problems, being human. Okay, but excellent program, and all for this application. It's really important that we all support that. Thank you very much, Dr. Thakor. Thank you very much for bringing this to the table. Thanks.
Thank you. I must say Marshall is very, very senior, but he always takes some time for our Gsfn. I highly appreciate that, Marshall. So yeah, I will invite, I think Dr. Sahid has a question, so please go on. You are on mute.
Okay, thank you so much again, speaker. And like I discussed with you that we are going to present the same information in our conference, and we are working on it. We have scheduled it for you, but I want to congratulate you again for doing very fit, because it has been a lot of work, and expect more works, because I am going to actually report this very presentation and tools to my networks that I worked with before I met there. That is the Sustainable Development Solutions Network, UNSDSN. I don't know if you have been in contact with them, because they very much love this now. So what I just want to say is that be ready to make more presentations and also to work on more ideas. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any more questions? No? So that's fine. Is Vijay Kumar here? Let me just check.
I'm here.
Oh, good. So do you want to take the floor? Please introduce yourself and then carry on with your presentation. I can share the slide you want, okay?
Yeah, I've given the 4 images. Just I want to share those images.
Yes.
Okay. First one is the
Yes.
grains, micrograins.
I think I have shared, like I'm I will be able to share, but it may not be in the right order which you want.
I just wanted
So
you
let
show
me
me what
just,
whatever it is.
okay, is this okay? Is it coming up?
It's not showing. No, it's not coming up.
It should come in a minute, I think. It says that I'm sharing.
There you go.
Yeah. So let's talk about this first, then afterwards we go for the other discussion about the microgreens. See,
If you want, I
let me
can
introduce
move
myself. My name is
slides.
Vijay Kumar. No, let it be. I'll start from
Okay,
this
okay,
only.
fine. Thank you.
I'll take
Sorry.
this first, and then afterwards I'll go for the micro. Yeah, no problem. Now, see, basically, my name is Vijay Kumar Katti. I'm based in India, and my objective is to recognize people who are already doing some activity all over the world. Since 2015 onwards, we're all into SDGs and other things. Many people are doing many activities, but no recognition been given to all the people. People only apply for award, and on application they get it. But this work, what I have done is, I observed these people since last 4 to 5 years. This company is doing an activity of a recycling, and this group of a people, I said, why not do some appreciation from my side? So I collected all the information of this company which is based in Indonesia, and collected the photograph of those people who are involved into the activity, starting from founder to the driver level of that organization. I converted those photographs into a portrait and presented to them as a to express my gratitude towards their activity for the environment, what they are doing it. It gives a personal touch to them, and they get motivated. And the same photograph, if they show it to their family member, even the family people will feel proud about it. So I just wanted to bring this belongingness. I have been recognized as a tool to encourage, motivate, and communicate to the other people in the society so that we can build sustainable families, which is the basic of building a sustainable world. So this is one organization. As an example, I'm putting it. I would like to publish a booklet or PDF books of different 100 different organizations. If any organization is doing an activity, whether it may be a plastic recycling or a collection of a plastic awareness activity, or food waste management, or a plantation activity, they can send the information to me. I will convert all this portrait and about their information and give it back to them as a my own gratitude towards their services to the mankind. This is one part of it, and this is one image which is created for the organization. There is a PDF file. Next file, please.
Yes.
Next slide. There's a PDF.
Yes.
This particular activity, I'm doing it on the
Hold on.
to observe international.
PDF was not,
Yeah.
I was not able to integrate the
The,
PDF here. Sorry. So probably I can put
yeah.
it in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So
PDF
do you want
format
to
will
explain
explain
this?
how best. This is how the portrait will look like. If any individual photo given
Okay.
to me, this one gentleman with one gentleman who has achieved some award, who have been recognized by Times of India group for their contribution to the society. I don't know them, but personally, but after going through their details, I found I learned a lot of things. Why not do something from my side? So I created this portrait, sent to him, and he was totally amazed. Even Times of India came forward. Why not do it for all our other people also? Because they found it's a personal touch to the people. Finally, we need to bind ourselves emotionally rather than only technical words. This is how I would like to make anybody who in your group, are doing any activities, they can send me the information. I will go through it, understand it, create a portrait of their own so that it makes them feel that yes, I've done something good, I've been recognized. The next slide.
Yes, I'm trying to open the booklet and see if I can.
That gives the same
share.
information. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You can share in the group if anybody wants it.
Yeah.
Next slide. Great.
Okay.
One
I'm
more
just
activity that
opening
I'm doing it. Yeah, this is one more.
No, I have only these 3. And now I have
Okay,
got
fine.
the
I will
booklet.
explain.
Let
Booklet
me
you can share it in
booklet
the
with you.
along with the yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's just very slow. My computer is very slow today. Okay. Can you see the booklet?
I can see. No, it is gone.
Sorry. No, wait. So can you see now?
Now you can please
Yeah.
zoom in. It's going out of the screen. You can go to the next slide, next page.
Yes. Yeah, wait a second.
Next page. Yeah, this is how it looks like. It's the next page.
Is it showing
This
up?
is the front page. Yeah, it's showing up.
Wait.
This is how the book will look like.
I'm just scrolling up.
That
Is
view
this
was
okay?
better. Yeah, this is okay. See, this is how the portraits have been created and sent to them with their information, their slogans, so that they get motivated and they feel that, yes, I should do something good for the society. Whatever I'm doing is something good to the society. This publication will be done on International Friendship Day, that is on 31st of July. So I will request all the people, if you are doing some good activity or some of the actions, since I need some information, photographs, so that I can create a book and send it across to you as a personal gratitude for your work towards the nature, towards the Mother Earth. This is how it is. They have got more than 20 people. At present, I have made a book of only 19 for example purpose. And this includes the founder member to the driver level. Means I have included almost all the people who are working for that organization to work. They are recycling more than 10 to 15 tons of plastic every month. That's how it is. This is the last driver.
Okay, I have stopped the sharing now. So I think thank you very much for sharing your this initiative. It's highly encouraging.
Thank you.
And you can send more detailed information so we can spread the word.
It is already there in the LinkedIn profile. If you want to share me the information on LinkedIn, I'll share it to you. Then you can further share it to all the people. LinkedIn profile.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now I will invite Dr. Sahid to introduce his new book.
So can I share my screen? Is my screen showing?
Do you want to share? Wonderful. Please carry on.
Okay, thank you so much. I greet everybody and I thank Dr. Takun for the opportunity to present this very book. This book was launched this month, and it was published last month. And the welcoming ideas and reviews that made us to get to this point. And I just want to quickly run through why this very resource is very important and the purpose that it is going to serve. So my name is Saeed Opeyemi Adebisi. I am an author and storyteller. I'm a founder of the Scholar Media. The Scholar Media has something to do with how we can celebrate and better the knowledge and profile of the world-renowned scientists, professionals that are contributing to the important future. That is the reason why we are going to as well. So I brought an idea that happiness is everybody's dream. Everybody wants to be happy.
Sahid, you have put,
Sure.
hello.
Yeah.
Your slides are not moving. Are you trying to move the slides?
Yes, I will move. Yes, I'm just explaining the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so happiness is everybody's dream. Everybody wants to be happy, as we can see in this very picture. These are the expression of happiness. But true happiness comes from being successful in life, which requires many blend of factors. There are so many factors that are responsible for being happy. We move to the next slide, and we talked about what can make somebody happy is one. Acquiring knowledge and skill is very important. Then another factor is using that knowledge and skill to do something in life. Then the third one is living a fulfilled life based on the knowledge I find and also impact the society. Then I found that very title of the book, The Success Compass. And I look at these very three things or factors, and I recognize the high level of acquiring and skill, which is higher education. Then the issue of the knowledge, which is the career, and also living in life, which I thought as a lifestyle. So the book actually the success of the compass on these very three factors. This is the book here. And this book is targeted at students, mentees, trainees, and also educators, parents, mentors, graduates, and then all professionals of field of life. Then I do an extract of what are the key themes of the very book. Actually, it was in 3 parts, and we had a total of 20 chapters. Then the stories that are with it. We have something like the for college, navigating the college experience, maximizing one's academic potential, finding and securing internships is very, very important. Internship is very, very important. That dictates how somebody is going to do a career. When we go to the career, the book going into networking and job searching, building one personal brand, interviewing and negotiating others. Then applying the corporate ladder. The corporate ladder is very, very important. After being successful in the university or at different skill acquisition level, they fail in life because it requires knowledge and also certain acquisition of awareness to climb the corporate ladder. Then after achieving so much in career, what next? Then has to establish a purposeful life. Very important, cultivating relationship, then maintain the work-life balance. Very, very important. This pictures all these things in those 20 chapters, and then the 90 stories accomplish telling the stories of how those themes are put into practice, so that if anybody read the book and is unable to digest properly the messages, the stories accomplish each of these things to actually make the practical impact of that understanding. Then we subjected this very book into a test, a global review test. And without knowing any of our guests, we invited them, we sent the book introduction as well, I mentioned the outline to them to review what the quality of the book it was. And we have Dr. Chakuri from UK, we have Kavita Serentia from India, we have Prince Israel Veronica from Nigeria, and we have Dr. Sam Mustafa from United Arab Emirates, and they are from different backgrounds. Dr. Kato was is a researcher. Kavita is an entrepreneur. Israel is an development advocate, and also Dr. Mr. to be an educator. So they brought in different perspective of how it's very useful. It was a very wonderful experience. If we search any of the on YouTube, we are going to see their contributions to that review. But finally, the book has been published, like I said, it is on Amazon. And these are different conversions of the policy that Amazon had to it, and this is the link of the book. And below this slide, we have the link that we can actually copy to actually get the book when we share the slide after the event. And the last thing I want to say is that I am trying to actually see how we can promote this very idea, because it is a book that everybody must have, not because of anything, but because to promote awareness about how to live a life throughout the factors that we have mentioned, and how to make it something popular in our society. So I want to request the idea of every member of this very network on this very teachers. We are open to ideas, and also we can welcome any of the support that anybody want to bring forward. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Takure. I'm okay.
I don't know if it was so clear because we had some voice interruption. Sound was not so clear. But anyway, thank you very much. And I would encourage everyone to have a look. And I think what Dr. Sahid is proposing, that we will start some sort of very short videos on these, which would encourage anyone who wants to look at a particular topic to listen to the video, and probably that would be interesting for people. So that is where we are. So now I'm going to share just a few things that we did with, in collaboration with people and many other organizations, and then what we are looking forward. So first of all, again, thank you very much for giving all this time and joining today. Uh, last month, or no, last week, we had to actually cancel our Gsfn meeting because we had 2-day conference with the university in Pakistan, and the conference was on International Conference on Sustainable Development Goals, and it was what I have seen, that they approached me only 2 weeks before, asking that, okay, we want to do something around this conference. And with the immediate, email, there were responses of 133 people coming to speak on the conference. So it was a hugely welcomed by people, and I think the university, and he was, I think, Dr. Mahmood Bilal. I'm very weak at the names, but he made a tremendous arrangement to accommodate everyone, and the conference was very successful. The enthusiasm from Pakistan was also very high, and again, international community from our network immediately joined that conference, and it was hugely successful. So I'm really proud of it. We also delivered, I think the last episode which we delivered on our own was quite back in March. And after that, we delivered one EU compact, in collaboration with EU Pact. And that was laid by, again, I should have read his name, but I was really busy. I'm undergoing a training on ESG for myself. Yes, and it was Anibet Inyang Nuti, doctor from Nigeria, and she took the lead because she was the ambassador at EU Pact. And our video, like the event, was published on We Do Not Have Time, which is the name of the platform who collaborated with this EU Pact, and it was viewed by 1.5 million people, which was huge, again a success for Gsfn. Then I was called upon, and even many of our uh, Gsfn coordinators were called upon to speak on G20, uh, where India is having the presidency now currently. And we were invited to speak on that platform on various subjects, starting from life, like culture, culture for sustainability, and life learning programs, gender equality, and many others, which was also very successful. They were attended by from 40 to 200 people at one event. So that was again a good success. Um, I have been particularly like working with few groups within our GSFN, and we are trying to submit some research assignments, and we are successful at least in submitting 3 assignments. So probably we will be looking forward to do some 3 research assignments if we go through. And even if we don't go through, we are going to keep on trying. Now, the going forward, what my ambition are to take this network to a higher level. Of course, we have gone higher to a higher level with our membership. Of course, many of them have joined. It is hard to just manage everything on my own. So I have been gladly offered few, support by those who want to take leadership and want to lead on their own country, or maybe in their sector or in their area or something like that, which is really, really appreciated. And so with this, of course, the help with like carbon calculator tool and other knowledge, we are trying to make a farm carbon calculator. Like the ambition now is that GSFN would lead on making farm carbon calculators around the world, and that tool can be used for changing the agricultural structure to a resilient and secure world. It is because we know that food system can impact plenty of SDGs and plenty of people around the world, and there is a huge demand to make agriculture as sustainable and resilient as possible, and therefore that area can bring a lot of opportunity to GSFN whole network. And that is what I'm looking forward. And the second one is again ambitious program, which we are like, I'm just sharing my ideas. And so, and I'm sharing ideas with an intention that people can bring knowledge and support and assets to us, between us, and that is for resilient and secure world, in a way that we want to develop a whole data inventory which can be uh, utilized, exploited by people at for disaster management, of course, but for securing or co-creating sustainable future. and that would be in a physical, social, or virtual. All type of medias will be accommodated into it, so that we can bring uh, everyone together, whatever their expertise and their likings or their choices are. So I will stop here, and if anyone wants to comment, please do. Otherwise, we can close the meeting. Thank you very much for listening to me. Yes, Hilary.
Dr. Renika, this is Bhaskaran. I think thank you for your
Yes,
effort, bringing everybody together, making a collective, effort to make it to the planet sustainable. We may have different agendas on our own, but we are making it a platform for everybody to cooperate, collaborate, share knowledge, exchange views, and make it happen. We should have an actionable sustainability, and I am ready to support in whatever way I can do. And thank you for this again.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. I know that each and every one here is either may not be so vibrant, but they are all silent supporters. And that is the energy I get when I just do these events, you know.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is my first program which I am attending, and this is, I must tell you, this is very very inspiring, very encouraging. I look forward to be part of your all campaigns and programs like this. This is the issue which we, in fact, all of us need to pay attention to. And so this is what I feel is one part is done. You all of you are doing wonderful job for as far as preserving, saving our planet, or reducing our carbon footprint is concerned. But we should also be mindful of, okay, you have this app has come, what is next? So we must take it to a logical conclusion. It means it must reach all relevant stakeholders. For example, what I feel is there should be sector specific program on each of these, so that suppose if we want to mobilize university, if there is some institutional support or some campaign, if you want to use university or educational institution, or suppose group of people who are into waste management or plastic recycling, so different, there should be sectoral program for each of, so that will be easier for anybody to take it to the to the relevant stakeholder. And this is just my being a first this is being my first such attendance, so this is what I feel and observe. So thank you so much for inviting, and I really appreciate and inspired by all of your presentation, and also your observation and speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suresh Singh. I highly appreciate that. We are trying to go that way, but it is taking time. Yes, it is our ambition to reach each and relevant stakeholders.
Yeah.
And your support, I think your support will be also very important here. And I highly appreciate your support also in the previous assignments. So definitely we will be looking forward for your advice as well. So thank you very much. We have still one hand up. Who is it? Michael, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Renuka. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, Michael. And congratulations.
Thank you, Doctor. My issue is about how you know, like some of us, you've trained us. We are ready to do what is required. The issue is if Gsfn can engage our leaders, for example, in the global south where I come from, you engage our leaders and we are there to offer our support where necessary to these institutions, and so that by 2030, that's the deadline for the UN SDGs program, and Uganda is lagging behind. I know by the time we reach 2030, we'll be nowhere near halfway. So we need to, but it won't stop there. We have to continue until we achieve those goals. So if you can engage the necessary authorities, and we are ready to, you know, teach the population and, you know, get them involved, and we achieve these goals. Otherwise, we are grateful for this application. I'm going to, me personally, I'm going to get involved, and we go forward with our agenda. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. I know you are very enthusiastic and you have been supporting since I think, day one with us. And you are very right. We have to engage with leaders, and I'm trying my best. But also, I would say that we keep on doing our things. We raise our profile that people can see us from above. That is my intention. I have been approached by actually good leaderships from different countries, and I am in communication with them. And at the right moment, we will announce that. So thank you. And also, you take your own initiative also. This network is not owned by me, see. And so it is owned by everyone who has joined, who is giving this time, even half an hour or 1 hour for this meeting is highly appreciated, you know. So you have to take some responsibility. You are doing very good, and we will be announcing you nice partnership soon. We are in communication, so thank you very much. Yeah, I saw now 4 hands. Yeah, who are they? Let me just have a look. Yeah, Hillary, yes. No, maybe there's a mistake. Okay. Prince Aziz, please.
Yes, thank you, Ma. It's a wonderful pleasure to be part of this presentation today. From all the presentation, it has been so fantastic. So, and I'm still learning. So it's wonderful to have this kind of a platform to be able to showcase what the challenge is and how we can collectively do this. I'm more passionate about the farm carbon because everyone is talking about food insecurity, but nobody has been able to take much action to address what is causing food insecurity. And that is what the organization is trying to address right now when you are talking about the farm carbon. So, and it's going to go a long way if I were to present the research to the world and say, this is the problem the agricultural sector is facing. And this is what we need to do to get it right. Otherwise, we continue to complain every day. And for you coming up with such ideology to see what we can do in that particular aspect has been wonderful. It's not going to be about this organization, but it's going to be about the world. What do we need to do in that sector? Thank you so much, Mom.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It is again, Prince Aziz is one of the very prominent leader in Nigeria, and he has already gathered. So I was very proud for announcing the numbers which came from him. Actually, just in last 3 days, we have got 500 members from Nigeria. So I'm really grateful to him. So thank you very much. Yes, Hilary, you have this hand up, and do you wish to speak? Okay, maybe he's not on his desk. And oh, Marshall, who has the hand up? Who else has a hand up? Someone, two hands up. Yeah, Mohammed Sharif, please.
Yeah, hello, madam. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm very grateful to be part of this meeting, and for me, this is my first time joining your meetings, and I think I have to also know more and also be part of the community. Yeah, that's why I just let me test and then also bring out my voice so that it can be heard. I am in Ghana, and then I'm a student, just a BSc in Natural Resources Management. So I think this is an opportunity for me to be able to join and also learn more about these sustainable SDGs and other stuff. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining today. And yeah, we again, I'm really proud. We have someone, 2 or 3 leaders actually in Ghana who wants to join and do something, and we are in communication with them. So we'll soon see that. For students, of course, we have now set up nearly three student hub. And if that is something you want to take leadership on, do let me know. We can easily arrange that. Okay, thank you very much. Hilary, are you able to speak now? You are
Hello,
on
madam.
mute.
Hello, madam. Yeah, please. How do I connect? Like, how do I get your information? How do I text you? How do I get to have interaction with you so that I will know how to connect and also join the community?
Who is speaking?
Please, this is Mohammed Sharif.
Okay. All right, I will let you know. You just you have my email address. I will write down my email address, and you can get in touch with me. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
It is in the chat. Okay, I think Sage is here. Sage, do you want to speak?
Okay, thank you. I'm so happy to be part of this meeting today. And for me, it's my first time to join the meeting concerning the SDG in this platform. I'm from DRC in Congo, and I'm so glad to join you. I'm sorry, I apologize first for my English because I'm a French speaker. Then I've got everything, and I'm working hard in DRC for seeing how we can establish the SDGs in every single domain or of disciplines of my work, because I'm working with the youth in one organization called the Congo Tree. And for me, it has been a great pleasure to be there and to connect with you. As it was saying, I could wish every young people in our generation to take the lead of some things, especially in our government, because I think everyone knows more about the government of DRC and even other countries, other African countries. And then if we can wait everything to be fixed by the government, it will be very hard for us to reach the purpose of the SDG. This is why I really would like to be connected with the team that should help us to go forward and to see how we can enhance things in our countries. It will be my great pleasure to have your email addresses for being connected and for knowing more about what you are doing and how we can make them going on even in our country. Is that the purpose of asking for the time of speaking? And I thank you if I will have the contact to help us to know how we go forward with things in SDG. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And your English is perfect. So no, not to worry at all. Yeah, certainly you have my email address now, and we will definitely be in contact. Yes, we have few leaders in Ghana also, I mean DRC, and we will see how we can move forward. So here now there is a call for, like there is a huge demand, but we need to be very strategic. So there's a call for project managers, strategic advisors, and so they should come forward to show us the roadmap and move forward.